Hello everybody, Warrior of Fire here, and welcome back to more The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Last time, we finished up our May field study by breaking Machias out of prison. Long story. So we eventually returned home to Thor's and promptly got hit with the midterm bomb. So yeah, that's the thing. Well, let's jump right into it. Right, the gym right now. Alright. Head on up, and hey, it's Laura and Elisa. Oh, are you two studying? Lisa probably met up with Laura because she was worried about her. Yeah, but we both figured we had a lot of art to brush up on. It's probably not our most important subject in the grand scheme of things, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. I've never had to deal with a series of exams right in a row like this. Laziness could very well be tantamount to failure. Would you like to join us, Reen? And yes, I'd love to. The exam's supposed to be focused on the basics of illustration, right? You got it. Let's get started. How about you ask the first question, Green? Sure. Okay, first question. Elisa, what is a decen? Okay. I think it's a drawing that makes use of monochrome lines of varying heaviness to highlight the way light hits its subject. You think correctly. So, Laura, what exactly is a sketch? A sketch portrays its subject roughly, with very little in the way of detail. I suppose it could be likened to an early first draft of a drawing. That's right, sketches and decens are basically two sides of the same coin, since both are used to start a painting. Big difference is that decens usually take some time to finish, whereas sketches are pretty quick. But there's a method that's even quicker and more basic than sketching. Any ideas, Laura? Ah, no idea how to even pronounce that word. We might have gotten a little chunky there. Hopefully everything's still good. Wait. That would be yeah. Okay, I believe, I'm just going on with that pronunciation. Hopefully I didn't butcher it too badly. You two know your stuff, but maybe that just means we should should be using harder questions to study with. Let me see if I can find some. Hey, Reen, if you want, I can ask the next set of questions. It's hardly effective studying if you don't get to answer any questions yourself. It's okay, don't worry about it. Just give me a minute here, and I'll find you a really good one. Well, if you insist. Maybe we should have expected this. He really is a kind-hearted person. And so the three continued their art study session. The bond with the Lisa strengthened, and bond with the Laura. Alright. Oh, the library here. Oh, so this is where you are. Wow, when you guys study, you two don't mess around. Well, no better motivator than fear, right? Our exams start tomorrow, and we've got to know our horrible science. I want to make sure I study as much as I possibly can before then. There's no such a thing as too prepared. Besides, this is our last chance to get a full day of studying in. How about it, Green? Up for one last marathon study session? Yep. And since this is last point, well, after this, time of day will advance to evening, and the main story will proceed. Sure, I'll join you guys for a while. Horrible science isn't quite my forte anyway. In that case, let's get started with the basics. Sounds good to me. So, horrible energy is generated by septium, right? And it differs from other types of energy in that it replenishes itself over time. It's hard to imagine what life would be like without it. Horrible energies in everything. Lighting, railways, telephones, battle orbments. That segues nicely into our next topic. Let's talk battle orbments. Their first key feature is their portability. The second is their ability to synchronize with their user, allowing them to easily use orbital arts. Magic for the everyman. Feature 3 is their flexibility. The battle orbment's capabilities can change dramatically based on the quartz within. That summary wouldn't have been more perfect if we read it out of the textbook. That's Armachius. I can't believe you could rattle off all that without even stopping to think. But if you already have the basics down, are you just trying to help me instead of focusing on what you really need to study? No, it's not that. Citing the information I've learned like this helps it stick in my memory. It might look flashy, but this is really productive studying for me too. Well, everyone needs a method. As I said earlier, it's not possible to be too prepared. And while we still have a lot of ground to cover in our horrible science review, I would appreciate it if you would help me study for a few others when we're done. Of course. I'd be happy to. Really? Well, thanks. Reen, Machias, and Elliot continued their orbital science studies, feeling much more confident about the exam every minute. And bond strengthened. Ooh, just sort of link level 2 with the Machias. Oh, it's already time to head home. I didn't even realize because of the rain. I guess I should get ready to head back to the dorms.
Excuse me? I do apologize for stopping you on a rainy day like this. Do you know if this is the building in which I might find the principal's office?
Oh, yeah, you're in the right place. His office is in the East Wing, first floor. The receptionist might have gone home already, but I can show you the way if you'd like.
Thank you for your kindness. But I couldn't possibly trouble you more than I have already. I'll be able to find the way, I'm sure. Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Reen.
Wait a minute.
You're just realizing this, Rain.
How does she know who I am?
Reen?
Hey there, Elisa. Heading back to the dorm?
Yep. Emma and the others are staying a little longer to cram a little more. But I figured I'm not going to learn much more today, so I might as well call it a night and start prepping for tomorrow.
Right. Well, you're going my way, so what do you say we head back together?
Sure, okay. Hey, it's not often the two of us get to walk back to the dorms together, is it?
Well, at least I got something good out of this downpour.
Is there even a filter between your brain and your mouth?
Wow.
No need for that between friends. But you're in good company. My sister's asked me that before, too.
She must be a saint to have put up with you all these years. Anyway, how do you feel? All prepped and ready for our exams?
Not sure. I gave it the best I've got. Still, I've got that nagging feeling I could have hit the books a little harder. I wish I was as smart as you. Back when we took the entrance exam, only Emma and Machias scored higher than you, right?
Eustace came in a little higher than me, too. Back home, I usually came in near the top in exams. I guess that goes to show that Arabonia has no shortage of smart people.
No doubt about that. Bookworms pour in here from all corners of the Empire. You said you're from Ruhr, right? Coming out on top in a city that size is still pretty impressive.
I suppose, though that was just at the Sunday school level. Aren't you curious about, my family and stuff?
You mean the mysterious Elisa R., agent of national intrigue? Well, yeah, of course I am. But you probably have good reasons for keeping it under wraps, so I don't want to pry.
It's not that major or anything. Especially compared to what you and Fee have told us about yourselves.
I've never really thought my family circumstances were a big deal, though Fee's past sure came as a surprise. I wonder now, when I look at her, what her life in a Jaeger Corps must have been like.
It seems like Instructor Sarah knows more about her past than we do. Back at the entrance ceremony, I got the impression they'd met before.
Same. Oh, speaking of weird meetings, I ran into someone kinda strange earlier.
Oh?
Yeah, I was talking to her just before you called to me.
And Reem told Elisa about the woman in the maid uniform.
A maid who knew your name? This isn't the part where it turns out she knows you because you've tried to hit on her in town before, is it?
As if an upstanding guy like me could pull off the Casanova act. She seemed a couple years older than us, maybe 20 or so.
A maid in her early 20s.
Something wrong?
No, just thinking. There's no way it could really have been her.
Lisa knows something.
Mother keeps her far too busy to find the time to come here. Ahem. Anyway, maybe the upper class dorm has a new hire starting out or something? Though that wouldn't explain how she knew your name. Maybe you're just more popular than you let on.
If only.
The next day. The first of 4 grueling days of midterm exams began. Erebonian history question. The Middle Ages War of the Lions was brought to an end by Emperor Dracos. When did the war end? It's hot earlier. His fairly early stream at 2. Let's see. It's likely not September 10 to 16. Seems a little too late. Could be August 964. Got the feeling it's July. Alright. Gonna go with that. This should be the right answer. That sounds promising. Art question. Mr. A wants to draw a rough colored watercolor image. Which of the following styles would be most appropriate? Rough? That would probably be a sketch. This should be the right answer. I think study session with Aura and Elisa today. Right. Military science question. Figure 1 depicts a military formation. What type of unit is currently advancing? Alright. Envelopes are... envelope shape. I'm remembering this correctly. It's what was infantry. Yeah, armored sounds right. This should be the right answer. Right, day 3. Horrible science question. The following statements about ordnance all report to be true. Which one is not? Abilities change on based on quartz. That's true. Synchronize with their user. Also true. Allow arts usage without quartz. That doesn't sound right. Orbital energy recharges recovers over time. That is definitely true, which means false statement is allow arts usage without quartz, meaning this is the correct answer. Right, and a political economics question. Of following the laws enacted last year, which came into force first in Heimdall. Got the Financial Transactions Act, Provisional Taxation Act, the Imperial Public Transportation Act, the International Criminal Law Act. Well, based on it says, this does not sound right. So, considering it, are all laws enacted in the previous year in universe did actually call a law that. The Imperial Public Transportation Act does seem be the right answer to me. Hey! And final day of midterms. combat studies question. Emergency CPR is divided into roughly 4 stages. A. Check if the person is breathing. B. Check if the person is conscious. C. Perform chest compressions and rescue breaths. D. Call for help in a loud voice. Put these stages into the correct order. Right. But definitely want to check to see if the person is conscious first. So that eliminates options 1 and 4. If not conscious, definitely want to call for help next. Definitely do not want to call for help last. So by process of elimination, it's the B, D, A, C. Congratulations on making it through 4 days of exams. And what do you know? It looks like the rain ended right along with them. Clearly, this is the goddess's way of rewarding you all for your hard work. I don't think that reasoning would stand up to scrutiny. Phew, I'm totally spent. It's over. You've worked really hard, Effie. Whew. Anyway, today's a free day, so take the chance to unwind and blow off all that pent-up exam stress. I'll post the results next Wednesday, so take it easy until then. But don't relax too much, because you've got your next practical exam next Wednesday afternoon too. All the intensive studying, I'd completely forgotten about that. You could stand to be a little more considerate with the timing of your announcement. So next Wednesday is when we'll know where we're going for our next field study. Yep, we'll be shipping out that weekend for another exotic trip. Anyway, make the most of tomorrow, everyone. You've earned at least 1 day off. I guess I should probably attend a club practice once in a while. Oh, and one more thing. I've got some business to take care of out of town after we're all done here. I won't be back until tomorrow night, so don't, burn the dorm down while I'm gone or anything. Yes, burn the dorm down. Got it. I'm kidding, of course.
Oh, now that the exams are over, I feel free as a bird. And I'll keep on soaring, at least until the results come back.
I sympathize, but personally, I've got a good feeling about these. How about you, Emma? How do you think you did?
Well, I don't think I did too badly, all things considered.
Just stop before you embarrass yourself.
We'll just have to wait and see what next week's results look like. Anyway, what do you think that was all about with Instructor Sarah?
Oh, you mean that whole thing about going out of town to meet someone? Going out of town? Won't be back until tomorrow night? It's almost as if...
She's going to meet her secret lover?
Impossible. The Empire hasn't yet turned out a man desperate enough to woo that alcoholic typhoon.
Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna need to deal with that useless alcoholic typhoon. Yeah, that is a good one.
You have a point. I can't deny she's got the looks to snare a man, but that personality and that lifestyle.
You guys are terrible. Totally agreed, though.
Ouch. Not surprised to hear that from you, though, Reen. She always seems to dump the most work on you.
Will you be helping the student council again tomorrow?
That's the plan. Heck, I'm almost looking forward to being the student council's errand boy after holding up studying for so long.
Perhaps so.
Oh, please let us know if you plan on exploring the old schoolhouse.
Yeah, I'd be glad to lend a hand this time.
Thanks. Better watch out, though. I might take you up on that offer.
Ooh, looks like we're all up for a little exploration this time. Come to think of it, where did Gaius run off to? He mentioned the principal wanted to have a word with him. You think he went there?
Oh, yeah. Wonder what that was about.
I hope he hasn't gotten into trouble. I mean, I doubt he would.
I have no idea. He and Laura left early too. I was kind of hoping we could all walk back to the dorm together for once. That sounds nice.
Hmm?
Hey, so this might just be my imagination, but do those two seem kind of awkward around each other to anyone else?
Really?
So you think so too?
It seems like it started around the beginning of the month. I wonder if something happened then. It's like they've been avoiding each other ever since.
You say that, but I did not take either as the type to dwell on petty issues or misunderstandings.
Neither did I.
We've been trying to suss out what the problem between them is, but so far, no luck.
I wonder if that's what that was all about.
Did you see something, Machias?
What happened?
Well, do you remember the day we gave our group reports on what happened during last month's field study? We gave a truthful account, including the part where Fee used an explosive to blast open the door to my cell.
Yeah?
That's when we found out that Fee used to be in a Jaeger Corps. That really threw me for a loop, but what does that have to do with Laura?
Well, when that came up, I couldn't help but notice Laura had a rather unpleasant expression. It flashed across her face for only a moment, though, so I wondered if I had just imagined it.
Interesting.
But even if we assume that's true, what reason would she have to be upset?
I can hardly hazard a guess.
We all have certain things we'd rather keep to ourselves. We even have a member of this very class who remains tight-lipped about her own family, after all.
Do you really have to drag me into this?
My apologies. I meant no offense. I do have my suspicions as to your lineage, however.
Really?
Ugh, you. Now, getting angry won't accomplish anything.
Don't worry. We're not going to twist your arm into telling us. When you're ready to talk about it, we'll be ready to listen.
It's not like I'm trying to make a big deal out of it or anything. It's just, if everyone knew, it'd make things awkward between us, and I don't want that.
Welcome back, my lady.
Huh? What? Sharon?
You know, this seemed kind of obvious.
It's so delightful to see you again.
hey, it's that maid I ran into the other day.
You know her?
What are you doing here? She didn't. Mother didn't.
But of course, I was sent here at the behest of the chairman herself. Starting today, I will be assuming the position of caretaker for Class 7's dormitory. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, everyone. My name is Sharon Kruger. I am a servant in the employ of the Rhineford household, Lady Elisa's family.
Well, that sure explains things.
I will do all I can to be of service to you, so please keep me informed of anything you might need.
Chapter 3 Beyond the Railways.
Whoa!
Simply spectacular. Just how many different types of food are there here?
This looks more than edible.
I believe this is what they call an imperial breakfast.
That's right, Emma. It's a traditional Erebonian style of breakfast. I must apologize. It's taken me some time to familiarize myself with this kitchen, so my cooking has been a bit lackluster.
Come now, Sharon. Your skill is something to be praised. This is far more colorful and varied than the breakfast served in my own home.
I would compare this spread favorably with the breakfast served in the Duke's household.
I'm honored that you think so. I've also brewed both tea and coffee if anyone would like some.
I get the feeling Elisa is less than impressed with the meal.
It sounds like they had a big argument yesterday.
Not a chance! I thought I'd finally gotten away from her. I'm not going to let her have her way this time.
My lady, please. I truly don't believe the chairman sent me to keep an eye on you like that. She simply sent me so that her beloved daughter might have fewer inconveniences in her daily life.
I can take perfectly good care of myself, thank you very much. Oh, fine. I'll take this up with her myself then. Is she in the office at corporate today, or is she out on inspection or something?
I believe she'll be dining with the Ministry of Railways president in the capital today. After that, she'll be continuing her inspection tour, so she won't be back in Ruhr for another 5 days.
Does she ever slow down? I'm surprised she doesn't burn through a pair of shoes a week. Anyway, I'm not going to take this lying down. She's stuck her nose into things one too many times.
I can't believe that R actually stood for Elisa Rhineford. And from the sound of it, her mother's the company chairman too.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that Elisa's mom is basically in charge of the continent's biggest industrial company. Her family's probably got more money than most of the aristocracy. I can see why she'd want to keep her family under wraps, what with all the nobles here.
Anyway, I object to everything about this. Considering how busy Mother is, I'm sure she needs your assistance far more than I do.
I knew it. You're really concerned about her, aren't you? The way you two care so much for each other deep down is one of the reasons I'm so proud to serve you.
That's preposterous.
Oh, my lady, I almost forgot to mention that I made plenty of your favorite apricot jam. Would you like me to spread some on your toast?
Ooh, really?
Wow, that got her attention in a hurry.
I mean, stop treating me like a child. Though yes, I would like some jam.
It's almost heartwarming to watch.
Looks like Sharon's got her number.
After beginning the day with Sharon's peerless breakfast, the members of Class 7 left to go about their daily routine. Meanwhile, Rain went to check the tasks the student council had given him for the day. Alright, Old Schoolhouse Mystery 3. Well, same as ever was. Born to be horrible. Testing the Orbital Bike's capabilities on a highway near Trista. If you are curious, come talk to us in the engineering building. The Secret Admirer. Oh. I am in need of aid. I can't even read this with a straight face. So, just gonna leave that on screen. And I'll set there. Hey, a request from George and Angelica. It's about the Orbital Bike too. Wonder what they need my help with. Looks like I'll have to swing by the engineering club before I head to the old schoolhouse. Well, this is the first sun I've seen in days, so I might as well make the most of it. Alright, let's do this. Right, first up, head on out. Let's see. Let's head to the pawn shop first. Let's see if there's anything good here. You looking for Sarah? She's not gonna be back till later. Oh, so you already knew she wasn't in Trista? Nope. Real convincing there, Mick. Right. Got those sold. Get that. Let's see. Nothing Hilly there. Hello there, Crow. Yo, how are you feeling about your first midterms? Well, I think I passed at the very least. How about you? Sitting slightly above average, I think. Would have gone better if I could have gotten my hands on a list of the test questions in advance, though. Or could have seen if Old Man was good for it. You know, I really doubt he'd have something like that for sale. Yeah. Laura's in the general store. He's in the garden shop. Uses the field. Marcus Student Union building. Laura and Elliot, second floor of the main building. And, that's, I believe that's telling the first floor. Huh. He's just hanging around outside. No shopping there. Hey, upgraded hidden activity points. Right. I've already got that book. Oh, good there. Right, and to the boutique first. Yeah, that's all better. Though physical defense does go down. Though with how high Guy's defense is, it'd take a small hit. Let's see. I think good there. Yes, that's this. no defense boost. Same as there. Right. Think. Eight. There we go. That was a bit of an issue. Before I get right recipe for a tomato sandwich. Glanced through intermediate chess. I think this book might be a bit too high level for me. I should ask Machias about this stuff. Ugh. 9 points off of Link level 2. Right. The teaching primer. This book seems pretty handy. Should talk about it with Emma sometime. An Imperial Horsemanship. This book has a lot of good information on horse riding. Should talk about it with the Usus if I get the chance. Right. Hey, well, that's it for the books. Well, time to stop in at the general store. Well, I'm definitely not buying it. All I can. 8 eggs. Eight. Only get 2 starberries. Right. Should be all good there. Right, good there. Right, first chance have it. And upgrade it. The slots. There's the quest. Right. Oh, let's go take care of this. Excuse me, is your name Vincent by any chance? Indeed, it is. Standing for you is a nobleman overflowing with love and pathos. The one, the only, Vincent Florold. I presume that you are the Cupid that I asked the student council to send me? He is quite the character. Really seems to like himself. That's what I've grown to expect from Class 1. I'm no Cupid, but I am here on behalf of the Student Council, yes. And you may still well serve my purposes. Allow me to congratulate you on making your way here. So, based on your request and my new nickname, I assume you want me to find someone for you. Yes, something along those lines. Do you have some time to spare? If so, I shall begin explaining the particulars of my request. Right, let's hear it. Please, elaborate on your request. Haha, a fine answer indeed. Although, before we continue, yep, here it comes. Phew. Sarifa's currently nowhere to be seen. Now that I think about it, this is kind of an unusual meeting place. Are you hoping to keep this request quiet? Not exactly. I was merely hoping to avoid things getting meddled in. My father sent Sarifa to the academy to keep an eye on me. As you can imagine, her watchfulness can be rather constraining. Huh. Well, that is apart from the meat of the matter. To be blunt, Fit received not one, not two, but 3 passionate love letters of late, and all from a single writer. Curiously, however, the writer in question signs with not but a nom de plume. What I would request of you, my fine fellow, is to find out just which lovely lady is responsible for these. That's reasonable, but are you sure it's appropriate for me to try to find her? These are anonymous, after all. Do take a moment to think it over. The fact that she chose to use a pen name is rather than remaining completely anonymous is proof of a pining hopeful heart. In fact, I am absolutely certain that she wishes for me to find her. I suppose I'll have to trust your judgment on this one. What's more, she sent cookies along with her third letter. I would hardly be worthy of the floral name if I did not properly thank her, would I? Yeah, I don't think I could stop you at this point if I tried. You have any additional information that would help me pinpoint exactly who you were looking for? I do indeed. The first hint is that she is a first year. Oh, wow. Seems like a real piece of work. As a man well versed in the feelings of beautiful women, I was able to deduce this from the respectful tone of her letters. Additionally, the fact that she attached a pressed grand rose at the end of each letter may serve as a hint as well. What exactly is a grand rose? Oh, heaven forbid! You're telling me you've never heard of the Grand Rose? I'm ashamed to say I don't. Shame is the only proper response for such a gauche misstep. The Grand Rose is a magnificent crimson rose and a universal symbol of passionate romance. What's more, it's often associated with the confessing one's love for another. Sounds like the perfect flower for a love letter, then. Quite. Which brings us to why this is a hint. The only way to obtain a grand rose in Trista is to purchase it from the town florist. So if we ask the florist to use a purchased one, precisely, we will be able to discover just which shy maiden has sent these letters to me. Will you take on this task for me, then? As long as you don't mind me sticking to the plan we just discussed, I don't see why not. I'm truly indebted to you. Based on her pseudonym and her use of a grand rose, I can only imagine Our Lady is the very model of grace. Now that you mention it, what was the name she used? Oh, it seems I neglected to mention that very important detail. She calls herself the Grand Maiden, a nickname taken from the daughter of a baron who married into the imperial family long ago. The emperor at the time was so smitten that he gave her countless numbers of grand roses, and so came the moniker. I see. Can't say I've heard that story before, but it is interesting. But this is no time to stand around thinking about it. I'll head over to the flower shop right away. Very well. I leave this matter in your clearly capable hands. Well, for once, do you have a reason to go to the garden shop? Hello? Excuse me, would you mind if I asked you a question? Not at all, go ahead. And Reen explained the situation to Jane and asked about any first years who had recently purchased any Grand Roses. It wouldn't be hard to find out if I had looked at my records, but I'm not exactly sure I should disclose that information. Understandably so. I don't intend to do anything with this information that they don't want me to, though. They asked me to keep their identity a secret, and that's what I'll do. I see. Well, if that's the case, I guess I can help you out. Just remember, though, it's your job to give the Mystery Center your support and nothing more. I'll wish her the best of luck. This request's getting pretty complicated at this point. Right, I count 3 first years who've made a Grand Rose purchase recently. In class order, first is a Barrel from Class 3. Then there's BV from Class 4, and Rosine from Class 5. I see. Thank you for the help. Not at all. Good luck. Well, so one just outside the chapel. Excuse me, you're Rosine from Class 5, aren't you? That's correct. Why do you ask? A quick, kind of personal question for you. And Reen explained the situation to Rosine and asked if it was her who sent the letters to Vincent. Oh no, that certainly wasn't me. I did buy a Grand Rose, but it was for the purpose of decorating the church. Oh, I see. Sorry to ask such an embarrassing question, then. It's fine. Alright. No one else here. Student Union building, and just outside the gym. Right. Head in here first. Going up stairs, I see. Well, nothing to really about there. And I'll set there. So let's head on up. Right this floor. The Occult Research Club. Alright then. You're Barrel from Class 3, right? I certainly am. What do you want from me? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Do I seem like the kind of girl who'd be interested in romance? I needed to purchase a Grand Rose to use in a ritual, that's all. I see. That answers my question. But now I'm wondering what that ritual she mentioned is all about. Well, that's all I wanted to ask. Sorry to disturb you. Sometimes it's good to be disturbed. Good day to you. Well, that that sure was something. Well, let's head on over to the gym. Here we go. You're Vivi from class 4, right? You got it. Why do you ask? There's something I'd like to ask you. Well, now, that is pretty interesting. I'm going to take that as a no. Yeah, I wish it was me. I'm having too much fun teasing Lynn to set my sights on any boys right now. I did buy a Grand Rose, but not to confess to some boy or anything. Not when I've got a sister to bring. Thanks. Good talk. I've asked all 3 girls the florist told me about, but none of them seem to have sent the letters. Guess the trail's gone cold. Should report back to Vincent for now. That's really all we can do. That. Tell me, did your investigation prove successful? Wait, don't tell me. Have you brought our mystery woman here? Oh, be still, my beating heart. Yeah, about that. I wasn't able to find her in the end. You cannot be serious. Did you ask the florist as we discussed? I did, and I spoke to all 3 girls who purchased the Grand Roses. None of their reasons for doing so had anything to do with you. I can go into detail if you'd like. It matters not. If they do not concern me, then they are simply not my concern. I'm sorry that I wasn't any help. But there is one thing I'm curious about. Where could a girl get a Grand Rose if she didn't go to the florist? There's no way to tell. Perhaps if the Grand Maiden is a noble, she could have had an alternate source. However... Oh boy. Oh boy. That's one voice I'm not going to even try. So, for those who've seen TRG's Link to the Past LP, or Stephen Mao's Ocarina of Time LP, well, probably best to picture this with the Chainsmoker Zelda voice. Hi, darling Vincent, I've found you! Who goes there? State your business. The cookies I just baked ended up far more delicious than I ever could have imagined. So delicious that he could only be destined for the lips of my beloved, my elegant, dashing, darling Vincent. What didn't possess a person to approach another out of nowhere and say such befuddling things? Furthermore, I do not even have even the foggiest idea of who you are. Oh, but you do. I told you that I was the Grand Maiden all along. No way. Well, can hardly blame you for being speechless with the joy. My real name is Margarita Dresden. The lovely grand roses I attached were grown by my family. So that's how you got them. If you're a part of Baron Dresden's family, then could it mean? Oh, so you know the story. Our suspicions are indeed correct. I, Margarita Dresden, hail from the same family line as the lovely Grand Maiden herself. It all adds up. Inconceivable. How could you, of all people, be related to the Grand Maiden? And her beauty pales in comparison to your own? Darling, you're already completing each other's thoughts. And yours are oh so sweet. What you said couldn't have been further from my actual thought. Even when you're shy, you're still so wonderful. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. This, sure went places, didn't it? Seeing the surprise on your handsome face made waiting to reveal my name entirely worth it in the end. Now, my beautiful Vincent, it is time for you to reply to my love letters. Will you enter a relationship with me? You may choose one of two replies. I would be delighted, or there would be no greater honor. Sorry, how many options did you say you were giving him? This woman could hardly be more different than the more maiden her letters made her out to be. I only answer for you as a resounding no. Now be gone, and bother me no more. So, that's how it is. Oh, just when I think you couldn't be more adorable. Do you think you're the sort of man who hides his true feelings away? Oh boy. I'm getting definite vibes out of this particular quest. Especially this exchange here. I beg your pardon. There's no need to fear. please, have one of these special cookies I prepared. One bite, and you'll no longer feel the need to keep your innermost longings out of public view. Don't tell me you've mixed something into your cookies. Oh, but that is for me to know and you to find out. Stay back! Do not come any closer! Yep, she's one of those yanderes. You don't just stand there. I'll need your aid if I'm to survive. I have no idea how to handle a situation like this either. Don't worry, my darling. There may be a slightly bitter aftertaste, but it will all be worth it in the end. I've been looking for you, Master Vincent. Sorry, dare I ask what you are doing in a place like this? Saphira, I beg of you, please, free me from this terrifying situation. If I recall, you are my sweetheart's darling maid, are you not? So this is the Sarifa he mentioned. As much as I hate to interrupt the situation at hand, I am afraid I must. Master Vincent, your presence at the upper class dorm is required at once. A delivery of the utmost importance from Count Floral awaits you there. I see that I have no choice. I must go at once. But these cookies are a present for Master Vincent, are they not? In that case, may I ask you to leave them in my hands for now? I'll make sure he enjoys every last one of them later. Well, if you insist. Margarita begrudgingly handed over the bag of cookies to Sarifa. It seems as though Master Vincent has roped you into this nonsense as well. Hopefully this can dull some of the pain that this annoyance has surely caused you. Received a prismatic cape. Thank you. At that, I wish you all good day. Let us go, Master Vincent. Indeed. Yikes. That maid may prove to be quite the obstacle. But no matter, there shall be plenty of opportunities to woo my darling from here on out. I believe it's time to get started on a new batch of cookies. Well, today's been full of unique encounters, to say the least. At least that request is over and done with. Yeah. Definitely glad to get away from that. Let's take a look at links. Yeah. Level 1 with both Machias and Via. So they'd be good choices. Right. Marcus is in the student union building. Well, let's go with the V first. What's with the stern look, V? Turns out I'll be growing some flowers for the club. But I need to go and get the tools. I see. Sounds tough. Kind of rare to see you this serious about something, though. It happens sometimes. Should I give her a hand? Yes. Would you like me to help you out? Sure. Have fun. I wasn't offering to do it for you, V. Ah. Given how many types of plants there are, you've got no shortage of options. Have you got an idea of what you want to raise? Yep. Yeah, V took out a small bag filled with the seeds and showed it to Reen. Oh? What are these? Flower seeds. Don't know what they're called, though. Someone gave them to me when I was in the Corps. Had them ever since. Ah. Do you know how to raise them, then? Yep, they told me how. We're kind of joking about raising them with love. I don't know if that was a joke. My mom says the same thing about the plants she grows in our kitchen. So does Adel. I don't know much about love, though. Then maybe this is the right time for you to try and raise them. But man, your core sounds so different from the image I've always had in my head. How so? The way you tell it, you sound like one big family, in a sense. I always thought Jaegers were, well, a bit more violent and bloodthirsty, I guess. Maybe I was just being narrow-minded, though. Can't blame you. Everyone's more concerned about the negative reputation that Jaegers have than anything else. There are some people who can't even accept their existence. What do you mean? Nothing. Let's hurry up and buy the tools and fertilizer. Good idea. I've never seen those seeds before, so let's ask Jane for some advice on the best way to raise them. Reen and Fee bought all the tools and fertilizer they needed, after which they made their way back to the Academy's flower bed to plant the seeds. That should do it. They should bloom in a few months if I raise them right. I hope they grow big and strong. Me too. Oh, also, thanks for the help. Anytime. Yeah, bond with the Fee is strengthened. And link level 2. Right. Next up is Machias. Just don't know where he is. Oh, time for the search. Emma. Right. Here he is. Wow, it looks like he is really into it. Ah, hello there, Reen. Sorry, I was caught up in my game there. No worries. Sorry if I disturbed you. Is there a big chess game coming up or something? Seem way more focused than I'd expect for just a regular match. Indeed, there is. And not just any match either. It's a match that'll determine the fate of this club. But I have every intention of completely dominating the upper class students. Chess always seems pretty interesting. Should I stick around and watch? Oh, Noreen, this is a mistake. Run while you can. Would you mind if I watched you play for a bit? I'm not familiar with the rules, at least, and it seems like a pretty involving game, even as a spectator. Be my guest. But if you know the rules, how about we play a game instead? I'm sure you'd have more fun doing that than just watching. Are you sure? Might as well. I'll watch you two, so come on and take a seat here. And that's checkmate. That didn't take long. That was some high-level play, Machias. I didn't stand a chance. It's nothing special. My father taught me to play when I was young. We've been playing against each other ever since, so I've had years of practice now. Apparently, he never lost a game back home. He really is the savior of the chess club. So you are playing against adults ever since you were a kid? That'd definitely explain things. I used to tag along with my dad whenever he went out hunting, but I never got that good at it. Sorry. No, I shouldn't have reacted like that. Hunting's not an exclusively noble pastime, after all. It's just not that common in Heimdall. I can imagine. Last month's field study gave me a lot to think about. I've come to realize that it's unfair of me to pass a judgment on nobles simply for being born into that life. For example, I've never met your parents, but I can tell from talking to you that they're good people. Marcus. And am I glad we made up? Don't start getting weird on me now. I don't really get what you're talking about, but yeah, friendship's what youth's all about. Speaking of, how about you join your pal in the chess club, Green? We'll need as many people as possible if we want to take down the upper class chess club. Sorry, but I'll have to decline. The members of the upper class chess club like humiliating players weaker than they are. This isn't about the fact that they're nobles anymore. They're shaming the very act of playing chess, pure and simple. Someone who has a very light understanding on how to play chess. And the fact that there are a lot of people like that all games. Yeah, that is absolutely a problem. And Stefan and I aren't going to let that stand. Well said, Machias. Then I'll be cheering you guys on. Good luck, Machias. Thanks. I won't let you down. And our bond is strengthened. Last 5 points needed for level 2 sure went up slowly. Right, and Reen's now in Link level 2 with everyone. Aside from Reen, the rest of these are gonna be tricky. Let's see. Can't use a point with them this time around. No, based on the interaction between Reen and Elisa right before the midterms. I think he's gonna be a good option. Right, gonna be way back here. The computer room, it looks. Yep, there she is. Huh. Isn't this classroom usually locked? It is, but I checked it on a whim and it was open. The janitor must have forgotten to lock it after he was done. I see. So, what brings you here? I got into an argument with Ferris earlier. She started asking me all these questions about my last name after she found out about Sharon. And you ran off here. How many times am I gonna have to deal with this? She seems pretty upset. Maybe there's something I can do to help her out. And time with Elisa? Yes. I'm probably not the best person for this, but you need someone to talk to, Elisa. It's better to let these things out than bottle them up. Reen. Thanks. Whoops, I knew I forgot to lock up. There we are. Wait. Did he just lock the door? Seems like it. I guess we're locked in. My luck keeps getting worse and worse today. At least it's not nighttime or anything. I'm sure someone will come by before too long. That's true, but... Huh. So, it's just, Reen and me, here in the dark, behind a locked door. No, Lisa, focus. This is all Sharon's fault. I wouldn't even be here if Ferris and I weren't arguing about her. Isn't that a bit of a stretch? You wouldn't say that if you knew her. She always does this. Imagine living with someone who knows nearly everything about you but never thinks about your feelings. And on top of it all, she's always taking Mother's side. Like she did when... What? Oh, Sorry. I shouldn't have tried to pry. Even so, you don't really dislike Sharon, do you? I mean, I guess I can't say dislike. It's kind of hard to dislike someone who's been a permanent fixture in your life since you were a kid. Yeah, but when it does happen, it can happen hard. I'm fortunate did not have that, but you do know someone who has. See what I mean? If she's going to be at the academy anyway, you might as well try to make the best of it. Besides, she's sort of like an older sister to you, right? Siblings aren't always easy to deal with. You're right about that. But still, it wouldn't kill her to think about me a little more. Not a moment goes by in which I don't think of you, Lady Elisa. What timing? Sharon, what are you doing here? Whenever you are in need, I shall be by your side. After all, isn't that what an older sister is for? She knows how to make an entrance, I'll give her that. I can't believe she heard all that. Oh my, I didn't interrupt anything personal between the two of you, did I? Well, don't worry, Sharon, none of that has happened. You would be more than happy to lock the door again and leave the two of you here to whatever it was you were up to in here. Don't even joke about that. It's Link level 3. It gets level 3 ability cover, while at least it gets auto tier. Auto tier sometimes heals partner's HP when they are attacked. It level 3 sometimes defends a partner from an attack having damage. That's going to be very helpful. Anyway, with those done. Right, we'll store it right here. Right, and to the engineering building. Hey there, Reen. Thanks for stopping by. Might I ask where Elisa and Laura are? Those two lovely flowers would do wonders in brightening up this dreary old building. Let's not make Reen's life even harder than it already is. Sorry, I probably shouldn't think out loud. I still haven't talked to Angelica much, but she's definitely an interesting one. That aside, her request was for me to assist with testing out the Orville bike, wasn't it? So what will I be doing? Oh, wow. Oh, please. I get to hear you making those vroom vroom noises before you even step through the door. I was not. But wait, does that mean... Yeah, we want you to ride the Orbital bike. Me? I can't deny that's what I wanted this to be. I never expected it to actually happen. I'll give you all the juicy details when we're actually ready to test. Before we start, however, we want to make sure you have the time. So how about it? You ready to ride? Yes. Okay, let's ride. Good answer. First of all, let me tell you a little bit about the bike. Everything you see here is something that Angie asked me to build for her. And because of that, the bike's been fine-tuned to meet her specific needs. In a nutshell, it's all Angie. The engine, the brakes, even the handlebars. I see. As you might expect, she and that bike are practically symbiotic. When she's on it, she's a sight to behold. But because we've tuned it specifically to her, it's become a little too tough for anyone else to handle. Think of her as an unruly horse. There's no denying she's a fine bike, but she doesn't play nice with strangers. Right. I'm really hoping I make it through this alive. Don't scare him now, Angie. Crow's ridden it just fine. But I suppose he's been working on this bike since we started too. Compared to him, you're a complete beginner, which is great. I'll have a more objective opinion after your ride. I guess it makes sense why you asked me then. Feeling a little nervous, are we? Let's head over to the highway. If I'm going to actually control this. So, what are Toe and Crow doing here? Andrea and George told us that you'd be doing this, so I came along to show some support and take some time off work. My reason isn't quite as sweet as little Toa's here. Like I said before, this bike's at least partially my baby. Think of me as an overprotective father, making sure you don't mess up and hurt my girl when you take her out. Okay then. Thanks. Bro, don't make him any more nervous. Don't worry, Reen. Just ignore everything this guy says. I do, and it's worked great for me. You can rebuild the bike, so stay focused on keeping yourself safe. Right. Thanks. Do you have much experience riding horses? Actually, yeah. You shouldn't have any trouble then. She's a whole different beast, but the basics of riding are the same. So, have fun. Thanks, Angelica. That helps. I won't let you down. Okay then, that should be just about everything you need to know. I think I get it now. The 3 things that you want me to test are starting up the bike, shifting gears, and coming to a stop, correct? That's right. You want to see how you handle everything. Let me give you a few pointers. You might not really get them until you're on the bike proper, though. Hit me. First of all, you can't ride if you can't get moving, so let's talk about how to get started. Starting the engine's simple enough, but how smoothly you ride off will depend on how well you can operate the bike's clutch. Once you shift into first gear, open the throttle, then slowly and steadily release the clutch. Release the clutch steadily when I start moving. Okay, I'll try not to forget. Next up is switching gears. For switching gears, make sure to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly. See the shifted gears, release the clutch slowly and steadily, just like when you start her up. I can do that. Last thing you need to worry about is stopping the bike, which you probably want to know how to do. When you want to slow down, release the throttle and apply the brakes to both wheels, front and back. We're going to want to give each one different amounts of pressure though. Apply the brakes strongly to the front wheel and slightly to the back wheel. That should bring you to a smooth stop. Strongly to the front, lightly to the back. That's a lot to remember, but I think I can do this. That's the way. This is all about learning through experience and getting used to riding on the fly anyway. So, what do you say? Ready to go? You bet! Right then. First is starting up the engine. Wow, this is pretty intense. It kind of reminds me of how I felt when I first rode a horse. Right, let's push those nerves to the side and get going. Okay, so I hold the clutch level, shift to first gear, and twist the throttle. Now that I've done all that, all I need to do is let go of the clutch and I'll be moving. Angelica told me how to do this. What exactly did she say again? Release the clutch slowly and steadily. Now we're talking. This is great. There he goes. Can't wait to see the look on his face when he gets back. He's gonna love it. Hopefully. Wow, this feels amazing. I'm amazed at just how stable and smooth the ride is, too, considering how heavy it is. I think I'm used to this speed now. Let's try switching gears. Right, first I need to roll off the throttle, then need to pull in the clutch, change gears, then release it. Angelica told me to handle the clutch a specific way during all of this. What was it again? Pull in quickly, release slowly. Oh, right. I need to pull in the clutch quickly and firmly, then change gears. After that, I need to release the clutch slowly but steadily. There we go. Perfect. Going this fast really does feel great. I get why Angelica loves this so much. Well, the fun's gotta come to an end eventually. It's probably about time to stop. Obviously, I need to hit the brakes, but how much pressure do I put on them? Right? Strongly in front and lightly at back. I'm pretty sure Angelica said strong on the front brakes and light on the rear brakes. Stopped it almost exactly where I expected to, so I guess I did it right. This thing's incredible, though. Feels like I'm still riding along, even though I've come to a stop. And I guess I've got to snap out of it eventually. The others are waiting for me. I'd better head back now. Welcome back, Reen. Well, how was it? I'm amazed, to say the least. The sheer speed, the engine's vibration, the feeling of the wind as you ride along. Never experienced anything like it before. No amount of horse riding could have ever prepared me for this. Just wow. Guess you've got some potential. Look at this guy. He's trying to act all calm and composed. His face is just screaming. Let me go back out and ride. Plainest day. Seems like you handled it really well too, based on your report. I have to admit, didn't expect those kinds of results out of you. It's a pretty unwieldy machine. It's even more impressive considering it was his first ride with her too. Nice to know that I could have a worthy rival waiting in the wings. Not everyone can get that much praise out of Angie. Should pat yourself on the back. It's a real honor. Now we need to hear some more detailed impressions of each phase. But let's do that back at the engineering building. Good plan. Ah, they're having so much fun with this. Maybe too much. Thanks, Reen. The info you gave me should come in handy. Glad I could help. I think she'll be a much more stable ride from now on. I'll have to to tell Elisa's mother about everything we learned today if they end up mass-producing orbital bikes. Elisa's mother is the chairman of the Rhineford group, isn't she? I didn't know you were familiar with each other. The Rockner and Rhineford families share a good relationship, actually. Oh yeah, both big names in Ruhr, right? Yeah, Angie's dad's one of the group's biggest shareholders, too. Wow, they are pretty close. Well, now you know. Elisa's mother provided the engine and a number of other parts for the bike, too. So that's how you got your hands on everything. That's right. Well, whether or not Rhineford will actually mass-produce the bikes is an entirely different matter. Their biggest goal is to turn a profit, and the only way it's happening is if we can show them that it would make money. Which is why we're trying to make it into something that the masses can handle. And today, you are a big help in getting closer to that goal. Wow, I'd love to see that happen. Looks like you get it. Guess my first impressions of you are right on the mark. Oh, I haven't properly thanked you yet, have I? Thank you for helping us today. It's a little token of my thanks. Received Dragon Bane. Are you sure about this? Seems like a really valuable quartz. Of course. I'm sure you'll be able to put it to good use. Well then, Reen, thanks a lot for your help today. I'd like it if you could help us out next time we need a hand too. I'll cancel my plans as soon as you ask. Right. That done. Let's take a look at Dragon Vein. EP recovers on field, and enemies drop more Sabbath. Good. Better variant of a Septium Vein. I'll give that to Rena for now at least. Right, let's see what we can do about some slots. Right. Lisa's maxed out at the moment. Yeah. Upgraded. Get next slot for it. Elliot. Can't get that one, and can't get that one. Great. Laura's still good. Can't finish the Machias's. Emma. There's 3, yeah. Useless. Can't get his next one. That one, or that one, and already set with the guys. All right. Yeah, probably should have thought about that one better. A little bit more. Oh, that's pretty much everything there. And the only task left, it really is old schoolhouse. Oh, let's go do that. This will be our 3rd time going down into the old schoolhouse. The layout had really shifted around last time, so I'd better finish everything up and prep before heading in. Should we get this show on the road? Yeah, finish exploring it. Let's go. Huh. What was that? There really must be something down in here. Anyway, let's get this party started. Everyone from Class 7 has said they're willing to come along. Now, who should I call? Right, and have 2 backups. Right, gonna want Lisa. He's also gonna be to bring along. Elliot. Emma. And Machias. Right, all set. Right, let's go. Everyone ready? Ready whenever you are. I've heard about the things you found in your previous trips down here. Don't worry, I'll keep up with the pack just fine. Alright, I'm counting on you. After what happened last time, there's no telling what we're in for. Keep your wits about you, everyone. Alright, so first up, let's get everyone equipped. Right. And give Laura hit plus 2. Right, he's still all set. Definitely grabbing the detection. Give that to Elliot. has the lowest HP? That would be Emma. But it's not in main party. Well, gonna hold off on that. I'll give it Elliot a soul blur. Right, I think we're good here. Don't have enough for it. That. Still haven't gotten that result, so B.
Okay. It's technically edible.
A solid omelet. 400 HP. Not bad. It's a 25% defense buff for 3 turns. Right, Elliot?
Hope this turns out
You're
okay. This is my
more make
specialty.
soup. Only make 1 item here. Right, hey, Emma.
I'll do what I can. It looks great if I do say so myself.
Jewel Potage. Covers 2400 HP. Also, here's the freeze. End up needing that. But now, get to head in. So this is the elevator that you mentioned. It does seem rather mysterious. Another light's lit up on the main panel too. Looks like we can go down as far as the 3rd floor now. Well, when did that happen? How does this thing even work? Anyway, let's check out what the 3rd floor has in store for us. We need to investigate whether anything else has changed this month. Right, well, let's on down to floor 3. I guess this is the 3rd floor then. And there's another stone door. I think it's fair to assume that we'll find strong monsters lurking inside. Yeah, I think we can safely assume we're not headed for a picnic. Alright, let's be careful out there, everyone. I do want to double check everyone's arts. Okay. Elliot's our main healer. Rain can also take care of healing if needed. Lisa's able to revive anyone who goes down. I'll ask Emma if to swap her in. Machias has a healing art as well. That is arts are more geared towards offense. Elliot's also got good at attack. 3 attack arts. He's got a good party heal, as well as good at attack arts. All multi-hit. And able to cure statuses. And also helps out with the chrono drive. It's easily one of our most used arts with V. Right. Lisa's got good AoE arts. And Fortuna also very helpful. Of course, means got several attack arts. Alright. Set some links. Alright. That'll be good. It would probably be a good idea to do that. Yeah, it's just a normal healing point. Go ahead and get Elliot's EP up. Alright. That. Get to head in.
Let's be careful, everyone.
Right. Right, we've got 3 chests. Area 1. 2 we can't reach it yet. Thinking back, Sarah said something curious before the exams. And about preparing ourselves to use combat links at a more advanced level. A more advanced level, huh? Something about being more aware of each other's presence, letting us cooperate more effectively. I'm not quite sure what she's getting at, but with all the practice we've had, I'm betting we'll find out soon enough. Let's keep what she said in mind while we're fighting. Right. And now use the rush link attack. Right. Rush, a powerful link attack which consumes the bravery points you gain from repeated assist attacks. As triangle and link attack appears. Great. Perform assist, plus 1 brave point. 3 more points, and perform at rush. Right, let's it's definitely interesting. Right. I think Laura and V are in the same boat that Husis and Machias were in before. Right. Look like standing bridges, but need to find the controls for them. Hello. Going to turn around so I can sneak behind you. Nope. Not without me luring you away. And of course, turn
Hostile
around.
spotted. Beginning combat. Okay.
Alright.
Arcus activate.
Gonna drive.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can't attack or use craft. That are able to still use arts. Right, I'll go with that.
Arcus,
For
activate.
attack. That's why I wanted to get first strike. Right. Was an arrow.
Hang in there!
Thanks. Thanks. Right.
A resounding beat.
Give it up, everyone.
I'll handle it. go.
This should help. Wandered into attack range.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Of course, happened. Motivate.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, leave it to me.
My turn.
And demonic scythe.
There you go.
It's a good target at range.
It's my turn.
Right, let's hit you.
Right.
Of course, you're out of range. Double kill.
My turn.
Spark
Arcus
arrow on
activate.
you.
Yeah.
My turn.
Right.
Right.
And finish.
All right, let's keep on moving.
Alright, let's get this chest. An EP charge 2. Right, head forward. Next room back. Alright. Oh. You sure look fun.
Enemies ahead! We'll have to fight.
It's my turn.
Yep. Get those 3.
Let's go.
I'll handle it.
Right. Well,
Arcus activate.
Blue Lullaby. And hit all 4. That should definitely be helpful.
Good night.
Yeah.
I think that one is out of range. Yep.
Here we go.
Right. Well, dude, Arceus is poisoned.
Okay.
Well, I'll hold on to that for now. Nice.
Here we go. Yeah. Right.
A slight weakness to water and fire. Well, able to hit all of the rabbits.
Here we go!
Good. Hit all four of them. Good.
My turn.
Good. Right. Finish off, B.
Hostiles neutralized. Guess we're safe.
I did it!
Right. Both gonna be nice to have, as well as that. Yeah. Use both those. EP charge for B. Yeah, good. Some kind of demonic snail. Right, turn around. Here we go. Ah, finally.
Now's our chance. We can do this.
I'll handle it.
Right, B. Let's give us a
Arcus
chrono drive.
activate.
My turn!
Do have a wind weakness. Time snail. Okay.
Arcus, activate!
Right.
Earth
Arcus
flare.
activate.
Yeah, I'll get with this blue right?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, why not? You know, utterly wreck this one with a free aerial.
Go!
And this should finish.
Go!
I'll pick you up.
Hey, well, that definitely did.
Okay, that was tough.
Nice work, though.
Yeah, level up for Machias.
I did it!
Hey. Swaps the bridges to the blue ones. Okay.
Oh, what a nice looking treasure chest.
Oh. There we go.
Now's our chance. Let's get him.
I'll handle it.
Right. Start off with it.
Arcus, activate.
My turn.
Fires it. Yeah. Oh. This is the better option here.
I can do this.
Great. Preheat wave it to the one in the back.
My turn. Arcus, activate.
You.
Yeah.
Ha!
Right choice.
My turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Ah, that definitely went much smoother.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking treasure chest.
Ugh. Holy chain. No items in those pots.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Actually, Reen, it really doesn't. Yeah, another one of those.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish
Up to
it.
itself
I'll
for the
handle it.
double advantage. Need Chrono Drive.
Arcus, activate.
I can do this.
That's
Let's go.
that should
Here we go.
be good.
All right, let's do this.
Right now. Okay.
Right.
soul blur target.
Arcus activate!
My turn.
Right, guns down. Right, you're the next target.
Right!
It's my turn.
You here? Right,
Okay.
now. Right, how about you?
Here we go.
Got it.
My turn!
Now you. Going for a. Or not Earth.
Okay.
It's my turn.
Well, that was not good.
Here we go. Go.
Nice.
I'll bed you up! Right!
I'll handle it.
Come on.
Right. Fire! That takes care of them.
Level up for Emma.
I feel like I'm growing stronger.
Alright, so this chest. 200 of each 7. Right, let's swap the bridges. No other pots. Right. We need the blue ones here. Great, another one of those things. More time snails.
Advantage is ours. Let's finish him. I'll handle
Dude,
it.
this is a. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's all coming together.
Here we go. Silky dance. That's that. Target's eliminated. Let's get going.
And level up Morphe off of that.
Success.
Right. Or pottery smashing. And
Now's our chance. Let's get
good.
him.
Okay.
There
There you go.
Drive.
Right.
Yeah, Blessed Arrow would be a good idea.
Hang in there.
Thanks!
Here we go.
motivate.
All right, let's do this.
Rocket, leave it to me.
Right.
Give
it up, everyone!
My turn.
And then he gets, one.
Yeah.
Right.
Just for normal attack on you.
Okay.
My
And
turn.
he's already back up to another use of harass craft.
My turn.
My turn. Done. But we can't relax yet.
Right now, got that. Move this over to blue. And there's our way forward. Hey, finally something out of the pottery. Yep, that's everything. Area 1.
Oh boy, there's more?
The floor 3 depths over there. There's definitely a lot of stuff to find. So, still have quite a bit to do here. But the time, I think that's gonna do it for today. So, Thursday we continue with the Trails of Cold Steel, finishing up our exploration of the old schoolhouse for this month, as well as find out our results from a field study, our midterms, our next practical exam, then got the next field study. Friday, there's no stream for 2 reasons. One, I'm scheduled to work until about the usual stream start time. So, have started trying to stream earlier. Two, it's the season 4 finals, the Proton Splat League, and I am definitely watching that. So, what does that mean for me, who's trying to get back to regular streaming schedule? It's a little challenging for me. but able to work with it. If things can go well or this, I may have something planned for tomorrow. Probably just gonna be something pretty short. And depending on what happens, it may you just commentary. No guarantees on that, and we'll find out more if it does happen. So next stream is either tomorrow or Thursday. See you guys then. Later.